All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are unpacking a really powerful philosophical story called The Parable of the Horizon's Hunger. At its heart, it's a conversation on the rooftop of the world, a total showdown between two completely different ways of looking at what it means to live a meaningful life. So let's get into it.
I mean, what an opening line, right? It just drops you right there. You can feel the thin air, the cold. This immediately tells us we're far, far above the normal world, in a place of intense clarity but also real danger. It's the perfect stage for the philosophical drama that's about to play out. So our main character is this figure, the Grün Gold Nar, which means the green gold jester. And you've got to understand, he's not just literally on top of a mountain. He's at a philosophical peak, too. He's reached a new level of understanding that's way beyond the everyday hustle and noise of the world below. So how did he get here? Well, he went through something called the tarantula's bite. Think of it as this immense trial, this deep despair. But here's the thing. It didn't break him. It actually forged him into something stronger. And it sparked this incredible realization, this fire inside him that the self, the I, isn't some fixed thing you discover. No. It's something you're always, always building through the climb itself.
But of course, he's not alone up there. That would be too easy, right? Enter the Horned Guardian. And this guy is the complete opposite of our jester. He represents stability, roots, what you might call common sense. And when the Guardian looks at the jester, he doesn't see some enlightened hero. All he sees is everything the jester has lost.
And the Guardian really lays it on thick. I mean, he just lists it all out. You've got no home, no community that gets you, no end in sight. You're just up here, alone. And you know what? From a normal point of view, he's got a point. It looks like a total failure. The jester is the king of an empty, frozen mountain. Big deal. And then he drops the hammer with this devastating question. Is this the sovereignty you were looking for? I mean, is this constant, lonely striving really freedom? Or have you just traded one kind of prison for another? And man, that question, it's a direct shot right at the heart of the jester's whole philosophy.
So, how does the jester respond? Does this question break him? Not a chance. Instead, he just flips the whole script. He takes everything the Guardian values and turns it completely inside out, starting with the very idea of rest.
And boom, with this one line, he turns the entire argument on its head. To him, rest and stability, they aren't the goal. They're the enemy. He sees it like a kind of spiritual gravity, always trying to pull you down, to stop your motion, and turn you from a living, dynamic self, the Ish, into just a thing, a static object. Yeah, this idea of the not I is so crucial to understanding what he's saying. It's basically any force that makes you stop, that little temptation to say, okay, I'm done, I've arrived. For the jester, the second you say that, the moment you think you're finished, that's when you stop really living. You become a thing. And this next line just nails it. The Guardian says, you have no home. And the jester comes back with, my home is the very act of leaving. Just think about that for a second. He doesn't need a physical place. His entire sense of belonging comes from the motion, the forward momentum, from burning the bridges behind him. Okay, so this chart really breaks down the two opposing views. On one side, you've got the Guardian. Home, rest, peace, destination. It's all about stability, about being. And on the other side, the jester. The act of leaving, absolute activity, a storm, the journey. It's all about motion, about becoming. I mean, these are two fundamentally different ways to even approach being alive. So let's dig a little deeper into what the jester actually means by sovereignty. Because for him, it has nothing to do with being a king or ruling over some piece of land. No way. It's all about achieving mastery over yourself by embracing constant, never-ending transformation. But the Guardian isn't done yet. He's got one more card to play, and it's a big one. The one we can all probably relate to. He pushes on the loneliness issue. He's basically saying, come on, jester, surely this endless climbing by yourself in the void has to feel empty. And the jester's response here is, well, it's just breathtaking. He doesn't deny the loneliness, he completely reframes it. He says, yeah, loneliness is the price I pay, but it's not a punishment. It's the necessary condition for me to exist. I love this line. I am like the stars. I do not seek a friend to hold me, but a space to burn in. He needs that empty space to shine. He's not looking for comfort. He's looking for a cosmos to light up. And this all ties into his core concept of excelsior, which just means higher. See, for him, the whole point of climbing the mountain isn't to get to the top and find some ultimate truth waiting for you there. Nope. The reward for reaching the summit is that you can now see the next summit, the next horizon. True power isn't about finding the final answer. It's about having the strength to pose the next higher question. What a powerful metaphor, right? An anchor gives you safety, stability, it grounds you. But it also stops you from moving. The jester has consciously and deliberately thrown that safety overboard. He's choosing to embrace the chaotic, unpredictable, but ultimately vital ocean of endless change. And that brings us to the conclusion of the parable. This is the jester's final statement, his mission statement, really, for his own existence and for anyone who might try to follow his path.
And look at what he promises to anyone who follows him. He's not offering comfort or safety. He's basically saying, hey, if you choose this path, just know it only gets harder, colder, and more dangerous. But, and this is the key, he calls that danger beautiful. The struggle itself is the reward.
And there it is, the mic drop moment, the core, distilled truth of the entire parable. True sovereignty, true freedom, isn't reaching a final destination. It's having the inner strength, the courage to resist the temptation of every destination and to instead choose the endless journey forever. So the parable leaves us with this really powerful question for our own lives. What's your anchor of being? What are the comfortable certainties, the fixed ideas about yourself that are holding you in place? And what would it mean to cast one away and surrender to that ocean of becoming? It's a thought that's as terrifying as it is liberating. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.